Lisa was attacked with spitballs, and the mastermind behind it was actually Bart. The most ingenious part was that Bart made the spitballs using Lisa's homework. Under Bart's relentless assault, Lisa had no choice but to flee into the library, where she pulled out the one thing Bart feared most. Normally, Lisa was the only one who went to the library, but today she saw another girl there. Isabel was a new second-grade transfer student. They were both highly intelligent, so they quickly became friends. In the days that followed, Lisa looked forward every day to getting a call from Isabel.
Boy, how come you can't get a new friend?
What's wrong with the one I got? I finally got that M&M out of my inner ear. I remembered correctly. It was a green one.
Homer really wanted to eat that chocolate candy, but it had been taken out of Milhouse's ear.
Don't eat it. It's been in the boy's ear and the dog's mouth. Don't eat it.
Oh, for God's sake.
The school had an upcoming speech competition, and Isabel invited Lisa to team up with her. Lisa didn't respond directly, but expressed her feelings with an emoji.
Downloading. Woohoo!
During the preparation, Lisa realized that Isabel was a supporter of the Republican Party, while she herself supported the Democratic Party. To Lisa's surprise, Isabel was also an Argentine Jew.
Ay, caramba! Do you even know what that means? There's a caramba in my eye? It's the Spanish version of hot damn. Ay, caramba!
Marge noticed Lisa's concerns and told her that people's views can change at any time, so she shouldn't let political differences ruin a friendship. The next day, Lisa and Isabel made up and decided to play games like Monopoly together. However, the Republicans had already begun monitoring the school. They had decided to groom Isabel as their successor. Burns planned to bribe Isabel with ice cream so she could win the class election and become the party's representative at school. But Isabel was an honest child, so they chose to manipulate things behind the scenes instead. The next day, Lisa noticed campaign banners for Isabel on the school bus, and even Springfield Elementary had been renamed Isabel Elementary School. Lisa immediately went to confront Isabel.
I'll think about it while I'm on my listening tour at the cafeteria.
In despair, Lisa went to Maggie's bar to drown her sorrows, but Maggie was far more professional than Mo. Seeing Lisa act like a drunk, Maggie immediately blacklisted her. With no other options, Lisa went to bother Bart again. She needed his help to win the election, but Bart firmly refused, so Lisa had to convince him by force.
Okay, you got my attention.
First, Bart made Lisa bake a lot of brownies to bribe the students. Then Bart and Milhouse pasted Isabel's photo onto balls, so that when students were hit by them, they would develop a dislike for Isabel. The most crucial part of the election was the debate. Bart disguised himself as Isabel and practiced with Lisa, constantly putting pressure on her and causing her to make repeated mistakes.
Sorry, Lisa, you lose again. You gotta get on your game, sister.
Bart told Lisa that if she wanted to win, she needed to be tougher. Victory was practically already in Lisa's hands because Bart had found dirt on Isabel.
Training wheels. She still uses training wheels. And watch this. Excellent.
However, Lisa still wanted to win the election fairly and squarely, so she fired Bart. Feeling dejected, Bart could only go to Maggie's bar.
Leave the bottle. I bet by the end of the night, you're gonna look pretty good.
On the day of the class representative election, Isabel delivered a passionate speech. In comparison, Lisa's speech seemed much more plain. That night, Lisa had a dream in which she saw many leaders of the Democratic Party, but they all believed she would fail. Lisa didn't want to bring politics into school, so in the final debate, she and Isabel appeared on stage together, hoping only for a fair and just election. In the end, the principal announced that Isabel had won.
Smithers, we won! Drop the balloons! Oh!
Can I at least remove the balloons?
Do it and you kill him.
Milhouse brought out a poll showing that everyone actually agreed with all of Lisa's views. They just simply didn't like Lisa.